the idea of like a 4th and 15 play and how they're going to officiate it, throw that out the window. If you remember a couple of years ago, back when the kickoff used to be from the 25, the entire stadium would cheer when the kicker would boot it through the uprights, but it doesn't count for any points and it doesn't actually do anything. So my proposed solution to all of this is keep it a special teams play. You trot the kicker out to the 25 or the 20-yard line, and then the opposing team gets to send out one returner. If he makes it, the offense keeps possession. If he misses, well, you were screwed anyways, and the returner just scores on you for a touchdown because no kicker's making that tackle unless you're Pat McAfee.
All right.
Problem solved.
Caleb, you're saying an NFL game should come down to one guy from the 25-yard line trying to make a field goal that if they get, they keep possession to try and win a game. And if they don't, the other team gets basically a free shot of trying to one-on-one out dodge the kicker. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because in the beginning of the season, where the kicks are easy to make, it's like, okay, how often are you really going for onside kicks? But late in the season when there's snow, because I'm a diehard Packers fan, if you want to trot out the Chicago Bears in the playoffs in the snow and do basically a free kick from the 25-yard line, keeps it a special teams play, increases the odds over the course of the season, but the risk-reward is that if you miss, well, you were going to lose the game anyways.
I love your passion, Caleb, so don't take this the wrong way. Do you need a hobby in Boise? do you need something to do?
I keep myself rather busy.
Okay, good. Yeah, again, the NFL just doesn't like gimmicks. That's why there's no 4th and 15 play. And thanks for the call.
Yeah.
Thanks for the call, buddy. You heard Sean Payton say it the other day when it was 1 week ago, yesterday, actually, when we spoke with him at the Combine. He's like, we can tweak the way the lineup, the way that players line up for an onside kick. We could tweak the way that players just line up to get to the right percentage that the league wants for onside kicks to work. So basically the league comes up with, we want 9% of onside kicks to be working, 91% of them to fail. That's the sweet spot. We could just go 10 and 90 to make it a simpler math equation, right? 10 of them, 1 out of every 10 onside kicks work. And then you reverse engineer it from there. That's the way the league's going to eventually handle this business. They're not going to come up with some other play or this moment that our friend Caleb in Boise just came up with. You know, it reminds me of that end of the Naked Gun montage where a jaguar or a leopard comes out and just jumps on somebody who stole second base. Like, we're just going to bring animals into this too? Like, what else are we going to do? You know what I mean? You remember that montage at the end? You know, where I think the leopard mauled somebody who slid into second. Or no, that was the sports bloopers. Yeah, remember they would show the sports bloopers on the Diamond Vision screen there, and in the Naked Gun, and a jaguar came out and mauled somebody who stole second base, and they cut to Mel Allen, and he goes, "How about that?" That's what that sounded like to me. Games on the line, seasons on the line. Coaches are on the hot seat or they're not, depending on the way this game ends. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to trot out Brandon Aubrey, okay? And we're going to have him line up at the 20, and we're going to have him try and kick a 90-yard field goal off a tee with nobody rushing him, nobody at all. He's just going to try and run up. He's going to try and kick that one all the way through the uprights, 90 yards. Ooh. And then if against Seattle, we're going to have last year's team, Rashid Shaheed. We're going to have him standing in the end zone. So if it's short, it'll be Brandon Aubrey trying to tackle Rashid Shaheed with a full head of steam.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's what we're going to do.
Kind of like basketball.
That's what it sounds like.
Throw anything out there.
And by the way, I know I'm making it sound absurd. It does sound absurd. And I'm not denigrating one of our callers who's clearly passionate about it. But while I'm just pointing it out that anything to do with anything that's not an onside kick, bringing it up to the competition committee filled with some long-time coaches, GMs, executives in that room. You saw Stephen Jones, your new BFF.
Yeah, my man.
You bring this stuff up to him or anybody that's been around the sport for a long time that's not the onside kick, and it sounds like this. it sounds like what you just called absurd. Anything that's not an onside kick sounds absurd to them.
Yeah.
So just let them come up with the percentage they want and figure out the alignment and make it happen, because at this point in time, it's like the penny. It's just going to go away.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.